Hello everyone and welcome again to another Teen Space. My name is Loyd and I am here today filling in for Lexi actually. Lexi has just recently received a new position at another branch within System, so she is now the new YA library at another location. In the meantime, myself and Rachel will be bringing you some Teen Space videos and some cool teen content, so please stick around, sit back, relax, and enjoy. If you're here today, though, we are going to be talking about a new interesting game called Skyweaver. Skyweaver is currently in a closed beta, and there are ways to get access, usually requiring you to request a key so that you can get the game. One of the things is that we currently have 3 keys available, so we'll talk a little bit about how you guys can even get in and try this game out yourself. But the interesting thing about Skyweaver is that it is a crypto game or a blockchain game. Blockchain games are interesting because they allow you to actually control the assets that the game gives you. Blockchain derives from crypto style authentication. So basically, something that is generated by the game, like a card or an item, will be assigned a unique identifier, and the cryptographic key that is placed on that is then checked by the game when you're playing it to verify that yes, it is indeed real. This is something that we created. The cool thing about this is that this allows you to trade these items or even sell them like real world items that you would go out and buy. This is different than a lot of the more popular TCG games out there. Things like Hearthstone and Magic Arena, these all allow you to obtain items within the game, but they are locked to your account and you cannot get rid of them besides deleting the items themselves or getting rid of the account entirely. So I couldn't open a card and go, oh, I don't need that, I'll trade it to someone else who does need it. Unfortunately, that isn't allowed in those games. But with crypto games or blockchain games, they open that up so that it's like having the real world item. So in a sense, when I go buy a card pack or something like that and I open a card and go, oh, that's cool, this is worth some money, I'll sell it, I can get rid of that card in real life. This is sort of emulating that, and it's allowing you to get rid of the card or trade it off to someone in real life, but it's a digital item. It's this weird sort of blend of like real world and digital coming together again. It's interesting. But that doesn't really matter. What we're going to do is we're going to show you guys how fun the game can be. If you've played Hearthstone before, you've probably seen gameplay similar to this, and it's going to be very similar. The big difference here, though, is with Hearthstone, you are limited to 2 cards per deck of a type, unless they're legendary, and you're within a class. With Skyweaver, it is a full Highlander format, so there can only be 1 of any type of card within the deck. There are heroes as well that sort of determine what elements you can use, which you can see here at the top. So I'm using Intellect and Wisdom cards. There are different heroes that give you different aspects to choose from, and you can find the playstyle that's sort of right for you as you play through the game. The tutorial itself will allow you to understand the rules a little bit better, so if you get access, feel free to try out the tutorial, get your feet wet a little bit, and then jump into practice where you can actually start earning cards and unlocking the different heroes. Like I said, though, this is closed beta, so it is a little difficult to get into. You can try and find access through their website or their Discord if you're already part of that, the Skyweaver Discord. They usually give out codes every day. But like I said, we all have 3 at the end here that I'll tell you how you can obtain. So let's go ahead and jump into a quick game. I'm going to really quickly set this up, so give me 1 moment, and there might be a slight delay. We're going to try some things out and see how that goes for us. Alrighty. So I'm going to click on practice here. I'm going to practice versus a bot, just a little practice match. And you'll see the mode I'm doing is a discovery mode. Discovery means that I'm playing with a randomized deck of cards that the game gives me. There's also another mode where you can actually set up your cards in a deck that you would usually use. This is the constructed format. However, I haven't unlocked enough cards or thrown together a deck yet. So these are 2 different types of play. Usually discovery is pretty popular, but a lot of the more serious players like to play the constructed, at least from the information I've seen. Okay. So the 2 heroes drop, and then we have access to 7 cards to choose from as our starting hand. Now, in this game, just like Hearthstone and many other combat card games, you want to stay on a curve. So you want to try and hit a 1-drop, a 2-drop, a 3-drop, 4-drop, etc., etc., with the cards becoming more powerful as you play them. As you can see here, I have an interesting set of cards to choose from right now because a lot of them are 1-drops. So I'm going to probably choose the best I can here. Now I am starting, so I draw, I have the first action, and you can see down here, well actually my camera's in the way, down here in the bottom left-hand corner I have my mana pool, so that's going to determine what sort of spells I can play. Now on top of that we also have a special card here. We have this Mana Flask, which is something that we are able to play on the first turn. It allows us to get 2 extra mana, so I could essentially play a 3-drop this turn, which would indeed get me ahead. I could summon and draw a stealth unit. It allows me to set up a few other turns. Since I have no other major plays and all of my cards in hand are a little low, I'm going to probably start with that. So we're going to start with a 3-drop, and then just like in Hearthstone, you're going to want to attack your enemy opponent. They have 32 life there. I have 1 attack damage base, so it's like almost having a weapon. I'm going to attack them first. There we go. And that's going to end my turn. Alright, so enemy plays a creature and then attacks into my wall. The wall here is something that they have to attack as opposed to me. If it was no wall there, they could attack an enemy unit, or me. With the wall there, they can also attack enemy units, but they can't attack me for damage, so they have to get through that first. It's a nice little protection. Alright, so I have 2 mana now. I can give a unit, target unit +3/-3. This is a good removal card, so I'm probably going to hold off on that. I also have another card here that I'm probably going to play. We're going to deal 2 to this enemy unit here, using this eye. There we go. And then I'm going to attack, and I'll play another unit. And I've missequenced that. The unit that I play is actually something that gives me a banner. A banner is giving me more attack power, so I probably should have played that first. Oh well, mistakes made, we'll learn. Now from here they deal some damage to my wall, so now they can start attacking me. Let's see here, what do I have available to me? What is this? Return target enemy, let's cards attack. Now we're going to hold off on that. I do have this +3/-3, so I'm going to use that on their unit and get rid of it, just so I don't have to worry about it. I'm also going to play this other mask card that I target the enemy unit and I dust their top and bottom cards. This is removing or exiling their cards, and then I summon a unit. So it's removing cards from the graveyard, so if they had recursion, it's stopping that. Now since I have banner 3, I'm going to attack for 3, and that's going to be my turn there. So the enemy just played a really powerful spell there. Deep Freeze. Deep Freeze, basically when a unit is frozen, it takes double the damage that it's dealt. So it freezes all units and then it deals damage to them. So it's actually quite a powerful card. Let's see here. What do I have? I'll play an enemy, or I'll play a unit, and then I'll just attack. The sunset mechanic is at the end of your turn. So now on my turn here, I have this unit down. Let's see, does target unit... Oh, that backfired on me. I shouldn't have done that. So I ended up making an 8/8 unit, and then I had to attack into it. This is not good for me. I was hoping it'd be a less powerful one. Let's see. 6 drop. Alright, now this one that I'm playing here has a spell attached to it. That's what these center sort of hexagon looking things are. So its ability is that these spells do 1 more damage, so hopefully this will, yep, deal 4 to that, and then I don't have to worry about it. There we go. So as you can see there, base unit damage is 3, but it ends up dealing 4. Now I do have an issue here in that he has now played a 6 drop. Let's see. Let's go ahead and just do that. So I played a spell that made each unit fight itself, and in doing so, it wiped their board. Now one of those cards had a death trigger where it went to the graveyard and it dealt damage. However, this leaves the board open for me to attack directly into the enemy hero. +2, -1 would be interesting. I don't really want to do that right now, though. We're going to summon this guy. Deal damage there and damage there. Can I read what Trinity Link does? Set target unit health to 3. Okay, so that I can use as a sort of heal up card. I'm going to hold off on that. Oh, now we have a 0-9 defender on their side here. Oof, and something over there with that 1-6 made it much more powerful. So now I'm going to have to find a way to get rid of that. Let's see here. So I'm going to play this. We're going to swing it over here. So I've tried to get rid of their cards as much as possible. That enemy unit's going to be a real pain. Alright, now at the end of the enemy's turn here, it's not going to be too crazy. They're at 3 life. They have, however, just summoned a creature that will block, so I can't attack into them, so I'm going to have to get rid of that first. However, luckily for me, I can do that pretty easily. I'm going to just do some stuff real quick here, though. Alright, so I'm going to attack into the enemy unit with a 3-4, and then I can attack into the enemy leader there with the rest of the damage. And that should take it away. There we go. So that is the basis of the game. It's nothing too crazy. This is something that is very similar to Hearthstone, but you sort of have a different take on it. It's not using any of the Blizzard branded characters. Obviously this is all self-curated, but it's also crypto, it's blockchain, which means that you can actually sort of use the assets here and trade them away or sell them in real life, and you know, there's no legality issues with it. It's all how it's supposed to be. Now from here, if you want to actually try this out yourself, we're going to do a giveaway. So the first 3 people who comment on our Facebook post with this video will gain access. As you can see, I have 3-bit invite codes here. So the first 3 people who invite, we will message you with those codes. And it's a first come, first serve, so unfortunately we can't do much more than that. But if you'd like to try and battle us in this game, I'll be playing it here and there, and our Discord is the best way to get in contact with us if you want to hang out and try and play these games with us. So if you're not a member of our Discord, feel free to join us here. We're going to post up a link to an email. That's going to be my email. If you email me, we will give you access to the Discord. We are currently doing it by invitation only, so reach out to us, and you too will gain access. And then from there, we could set up and play things like Master of Wills, which we demonstrated last week, or even this game here, which we're showing off today. So, thank you again for joining us for another Teen Space. Like I said, my name is Loyd, and me and Rachel will be bringing you some content in the coming days here. So keep a lookout. You guys have a great day. Thanks for stopping by.